vampires, werewolves, and all other nocturnal beings. Welcome to Tiddies By Night, a Vampire the Masquerade actual play run entirely by creatures of marginalized genders and presented by Tabletop Tiddies. Wait, one sec. Hold up. Everyone, give me a second. Listen, you know, we're having a lot of issues technical-wise, and...
It's been a time.
Yeah. It's a good thing that, you know, it didn't decide. Oh, hey, one sec. Oh, okay. One sec. We'll be right back.
Oh no, baby.
Okay, it worked this time.
Yay.
Love to see it. Again, everything's fine. Everything's great all the time. Anyways, let's start from the top. Good evening, vampires, werewolves, and all of the nocturnal beings. Welcome to Tiddies By Night, a Vampire the Masquerade actual play run entirely by creatures of marginalized genders and presented by Tabletop Tiddies. My name is Kelly, my pronouns are they, them, and I will be your storyteller for tonight. Before we get into the episode, though, we want to acknowledge the colonial history of Canada and how Canada has and continues to take from Indigenous people. The effects of colonization are still felt to this day, and we acknowledge that this episode is being recorded on the stolen lands of the Anishinaabe, Chippewa, Haudenosaunee, Wendat, Apache, Musqueam, Squamish, Tsleil-Waututh, Coast Salish, and Cheyenne First Nations. If you would like to know more about the effects of colonization and support some Indigenous charities and organizations, you can go to the resources page on our website at tabletoptiddies.com/resources. With me, I am joined by most of the investigators of the occult and unusual.
Hello, everyone. My name is Rachel Theilade. My pronouns are she, her, and I am playing Evelyn Stormloft, the Nosferatu, whose pronouns are also she, her. Emily.
Fuck, it's me. God damn it. Cheers. Invisible drink. My name is Emily Matchette. My pronouns are she, her, and I play Imogen and White, the Salubri, whose pronouns are also she, her.
Hello, I'm Dare, your resident problem child. Pronouns she, they, fae. I am playing our lovely Toreador Leon Cavallo, person who's done nothing wrong ever, much like me, Dare.
Hi, I'm Casper. Pronouns are they, them. I remembered this time. I am playing Belgium Jerry, the himbo gang girl, who's here.
Is present. Present.
President accounted for.
All right.
He's a time.
I think this just might be our energy. It just might. I think we need to stop saying that this show might be weird, and it just might be us. But I wanted to tell you all about one of our amazing sponsors, Inspire to Create. Inspire to Create, a space that you can be proud of at Inspire to Create Shop, a small Canadian business supporting and sourcing their materials from other small Canadian businesses. They have everything to make your space as cool and nerdy as possible. They have cheeky and funny decals to personalize your walls and cars, and dishwasher-safe mugs sporting your favorite class for when you come out of a long rest. Roll for initiative with Inspire to Create's Dice Towers and get one for yourself using our code Tiddies By Night for a discount at Inspire, 2, Create Shop on Etsy.
And as per usual, we are using Sirenscape in our stream this evening. It helps us and you get more immersed in the story of Tiddies By Night and any other things we use it for. You can add music and sound effects and stuff like that. There are sometimes sire voices and all of that good stuff. So yeah, if you want to use it for your games as well, we highly recommend it. And I also have a cool little shout out to do for our friends over at Dork Tales, because we love them so much. Dork Tales is the home of fantastic stories and epic friendships told by a passionate cabal of creatives from the Pacific Northwest. They're a story-first, fun-focused group that strives to provide a welcoming, inclusive, supportive, and accessible experience for diehard fans and casual viewers alike. Join them for a fantastic lineup, which includes both official Dungeons & Dragons adventures like Wild Beyond the Witchlight and Critical Role's Call of the Netherdeep, as well as original adventures set in the channel's homebrew setting, Yelos, Land of the Wandering Gods. and other games like Mage the Ascension, The Victorian Age. With the exception of their casual Wednesday stream, all of their games are fully costumed and scored to provide the perfect atmosphere. So what are you waiting for? Join the party at twitch.tv/dorktales for live episodes and VODs. Check out their back catalog as well at youtube.com/dorktales or find select shows wherever you get your podcast.
And one more thing, a shout out. We got a new subscriber. Thanks so much for subscribing.
Ew.
If
Thank
you
you.
want to subscribe, it's super easy to do. There's a button you hit. And if you didn't know, if you're an Amazon Prime member, you get a subscription for free that comes with your Amazon Prime. So do that. Yep.
You should use it.
You
You're
should
paying
use it
for
to,
it.
to support these titties.
Mhm.
Instead of Jeff Bezos. So
You also get some emotes that we have that
And
I'm
you
now
get
spamming
some-
chat with.
Yes! Marguerite. Yes, you get amazing, awesome emotes as a subscriber. Yeet.
Aw, yes.
Possible triggers for this episode: disregard for human life, yet more transformation, and of course, as always, some vampire stuff, all the cannibalism and blood and whatnot. So if any of that bothers you, feel free to step away, take a moment, or skip the episode entirely and come back. We always have a last time on, and you can catch up. Nary missing that much. Is everybody ready? Are you all ready for this? No, you can't. That's too much. Previously on Tiddies by Night, the IOU split off to gather information on the mountain of investigations they have on their hands. With Marguerite and Travis back, they sent them out on their own little missions. Evelyn was swept away by the howls of William from the sewer and spent the night dealing with him. Leon and Imogen took to the night trying to find a high society event to go to. This proved to be more difficult than anticipated, as most of Leon's normal haunts were quiet. Imogen reached out her senses to find that a lot of people were talking about the Palace Theater and the reappearance of Melinda, who is now going by her maiden name, Moore. Meanwhile, Octavia and Jerry went to the chantry to learn as much as they could from the library within. As they entered, they were greeted by the multi-named gargoyle and a buzz of other Tremere, seemingly using the chantry as a safe haven from the problems above. Jerry went to work searching for information on the Black Spiral dancers, while Octavia used the help of her friend Rita. Back at the Palace Theater, Imogen and Leon were greeted warmly by grieving Melinda. She told them that her wife Olive had been murdered for being a vampire, something that Melinda definitely is not. She filled the pair in on some of the new rules in high society and convinced Imogen to finally perform on the stage, with a catch. Leon is to perform a spoken word poetry as an accompaniment, or whatever Leon decides to do in the moment. In the chantry, Jerry learned much about the Black Spiral dancers, but not much about how to kill them yet. He met a man named Sebastian, maybe, and they had a few rounds of arm wrestling. Octavia learned that Albrecht was on the outs for the stunt at the art museum. Many supernatural events were going on in the city unchecked, and the Ravnos weren't happy about the Dracula novel. We ended with Octavia triggering a premonition with the help of Rita and discovering that Albrecht was somewhere with Tanita being swarmed by bees. But we're going to go back a little bit. We're gonna go visit Evelyn.
Hi.
So there's a reason I'm dressed like this. You know, Nosferatu changing is not swell.
No.
You were pulled away by the echoing howls of William throughout the halls of the IOU, a sound very familiar to yourself. And as you descended through the halls and the dungeons of the IOU, you got to your crate, and you can just hear like gurgling and screaming and just the sound of transformation happening below.
Other than just giving him people to eat, do I recall what helped me cope with this transformation? And can I get it for him?
So specifically, you didn't have help while you were transforming. So I'm just gonna give you, give me an intelligence and occult,
Okay.
just to get a general vibe check of, how to Nosferatu good.
Is this a new day? BT dubs. Do I need to rouse for?
No, this is still the same day that
Still
everybody
same
was
day?
like
Okay.
planning and stuff.
So too hungry. So sorry, you said I am doing intelligence and
Occult.
occult.
Yes.
Well, I'm
How
gonna
well-
go ahead and rouse the blood for this one because I have very little dice for this
That's
roll.
fair.
All right, we are Gucci, so adding 2 extra dice on that. I did pass, so I do not get hungrier.
Nice.
That is. I'm gonna go ahead and reroll. I'm gonna spend a willpower.
Just
Not
putting-
because I have
putting
to,
all the
because
mechanics
I
into
want
this.
to. Okay, so now we got 4 instead of 2, so that's better, kind of.
You would know, other than feeding, it's a very painful process that will take anywhere from a week to a month, and for some unfortunate Nosferatu, longer than that. But you would know that your own blood might be able to help the process just a little bit, give him enough power to sort of push through what is happening.
Okay. Then I will perhaps do that. I will go to him and kind of in just like old times. Hopefully it's like a comforting nostalgia where it's just like, here you go.
As you descend into the sewers, the sounds of William, echoing through the tunnels, you approach the once headquarters of your gang, and you can see that William has continued this sort of nest,
Yes.
and it's sort of turning into almost like a hive of just ratty wood and cloth that he has gathered into almost this spherical barrier for himself.
Okay.
And you
I
can
mean-
see parts of other humans that he has hunted
Yeah.
being dragged into this nest.
Do I, when he hunts, I'm assuming I've been around pretty frequently during all of this. It's not been too long. Do I recognize a pattern in the way he hunts or what the type of person he is after? Just so that I can kind of keen in on his hunting style.
Yeah, give me a wits and awareness.
Mm-hmm. That is a 3.
For the most part, it seems that. Also, I will clarify. There's a bit more than you would have expected him to. It has been one night. You turned him
Be
last
capable of? He's learning quickly? Question mark?
And so you can. It almost seems like he's trying to replicate your hunting style. You see similar
baby.
apparel of the kind of people that you hunt,
Mhm.
but you can tell he's not that good at it. And that it seems
Yeah.
that some of the people who have been dragged in here are just unfortunate.
Just random dudes. Well, I will give him the benefit of the doubt currently because he is in pain. So I will just comment. I'll glance at all of these bodies and be like, "You've been busy."
Mom, is that you?
Who else would it be, darling? And I am going to go over, slice a bit of my wrist with my claw-like fingers and kind of just gesture. It's time to drink your medicine, darling. It will make you feel better.
The moment that it appears, the smell draws him, and almost like a feral raccoon just like scurries out of his nest on all fours. And you can see now, a bit closer to you, just the like havoc that has happened to his body. Like, you can tell that like parts of his bones are like elongating strangely before like the skin has had a chance to catch up to it. Like his skin is like bruising in strange places, and you can see that his teeth are like beginning to grow and are like in various like long phases. And
Do we need to get him like a chew toy? Is he teething?
And he immediately latches on, and you can feel like the like strange, like some sharp, some dull teeth just like dig
Just
into
like,
your arm. And he begins.
Motherhood, so difficult.
You gotta pump.
Yeah. Maybe I'll go and find the vials that Octavia gets, and I'll just kind of get some blood vials to leave there, so I'm not like getting shredded constantly.
And strangely, like you've seen, like your ghouls in the past, like they get a little bit like stir crazy and begin to like feed too much, but
Yes.
there's this bond between the two of you that he almost just like takes as much as he needs, and then like wipes his lips, and you can see like his fingers just like twitching as he looks up at you, and his eyes are like sullen and shallow. And he says, "Thank you, Mom.
Of course.
Once I have become stronger, and he like doubles over, and you can hear like his bones begin to crack as he like scurries back into his nest."
Yes. Do not overexert yourself. I did tell you this was going to be a taxing time for you. You must let this play out. Everyone is different. You might feel a little bit of a change. It's completely normal.
You're finding new things out about your body.
Yeah.
Nosferatu puberty is a bitch.
It's a bitch. It's a fucking bitch. It's like I went through exactly the same thing at your age.
Questionable.
Yeah.
So the noises sort of like die down a little bit. And it is concerning how loud he is normally. So this might be a way to like periodically keep him a little bit more quiet.
I think I will inquire about those vials at some point, just to keep him give him a steady supply of something that'll ease the pain a little bit.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
In the meantime, you are free to investigate whatever you want. You know that the rest of your crew has split off in various directions.
Do I know where Jerry went off with? Because I know I was planning on doing stuff with him at one point or another, but I don't know if they've found out anything that will change those plans at this point.
Yeah, I would say you probably knew they went to the chantry.
Okay, maybe I will kind of head over that way and then see if they like leave. When they leave, I can kind of like tag in with Jerry and be like, yo, we doing stuff.
Yeah, that's fair. In that case, we cut back to Jerry.
Oi.
I'm gonna let Imogen and Leon stew a little bit on.
Just gotta prep. They gotta prepare. They're warming up. Backstage.
You've been going a few rounds of arm wrestling with Sebastian. And between matches, he's sort of been describing to you what he knows. And kind of the vibe that you get is that, like, the last thing that the werewolves want is the vampires trying to help them. Whatever is going on in Hyde Park is werewolf business, and the moment that a vampire steps into Hyde Park to try to clean up their mess, it's gonna get worse.
All right, mate. I'm gonna call it. Let's see. You. I'm gonna tip my hat to you.
Thank
Good
you.
job, Sebastian.
Once you set the rule of not using blood magic, I was pretty much screwed the entire time.
Well, I mean, you got one in. You got one good one, but blood magic ain't very sporting now, is it?
Says you. I spent a lot of time learning how to do that, as I imagine you at one point spent a lot of time making those, and sort of like points at your muscles.
I woke up like this, mate.
Just kind of like looks down. All right. Okay.
But I do want to thank you for your help. With the wolfies.
Yes, don't go to Hyde Park. Whatever you do, whatever you plan on doing, I don't care if you have friends there. I don't care if you think that you're helping. Do not try and help them.
Right, I can't promise you that because I do have a mate over there, and I don't let down my mates. So,
in that
right
case,
when I figure out something to do, because I got friends who are a bit smarter than me. Yeah, when they all figure out a plan, then maybe we'll head over. But I won't do anything till then. I'll give you my word on that. How about that?
I mean, I also just met you today, and if you did die, I don't think I would really be affected by it. And just sort of like sticks a hand out.
I take his hand and I'm like, it's really hard to kill me.
Would you like me to try?
No.
Oh, right. Okay.
No.
I'm gonna go back to reading now.
Yeah. Oh, can you leave a message for Miss Octavia? I'm a head out because this feels less friendly.
Okay.
Here.
Yes,
Yeah.
I will. Yes, that I can do.
Thanks.
All right. Just kind of like sits there for a while and then walks
I'm gonna
away.
leave.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go, like walking out the door. Like,
I'm gonna head out.
I'm gonna just
And
swerve.
you find that leaving the chantry is infinitely easier than actually entering the chantry. The wards are sort of set up to stop anybody who isn't a Tremere or a guest of a Tremere from getting in. But turns out they want you to leave, so getting out is a lot easier. And you find yourself out on the university. The field is moist from the rain, and you, Evelyn, give me a wits and awareness.
Oh boy. Take a shot, everyone. No. None.
Jerry,
Oh,
Jerry, give me a wits and awareness.
no!
Why? That's terrible rolls for me.
'Cause it's fun. It's fun for me.
None of them were bestial failures, but all
That's
of them
good.
failed.
Yeah. I mean, I
I got a crit.
Yay!
Nice.
Good. Glad somebody did. 4
Uh,
successes.
You see Evelyn like down the wall quite a bit, unsure as to where the actual entrance of the chantry
Like,
is.
where the fuck is this thing? I don't even know. I'm wearing my mask at this point, so I'm just like got like a cane and I'm just like walking around trying to be like normal. And if I see anybody who looks suspicious, I will just activate Cloak of Shadows and get out of dodge. But I'm just like, where the fuck? Why have I not been here? Like, I should know where this is. Like, Octavia goes here all the time. Where's the entrance? Where the
Oi, Evie, is that you?
I turn around. Ah, yes, I was expecting you.
Yes, I was expecting
Ah,
it.
yes. I will go that way. Pretending that was my plan the entire time.
Yeah, I'll meet you halfway and be like, oi, so how things going with you kids?
Oh, tis a challenge. It is not an easy task for him to go through this transformation, and I'm trying to make it as easy for him as I can.
Well, I don't really remember mine, so.
Well, it probably was a lot more pleasant because you don't have this happening to your body very quickly.
Right. I take one step back, remembering how you ruined my vest.
Yes.
The smell reminds you.
So, did you come across anything of interest in your travels? What have you all found out so far?
Oh, I don't know Octavia knows, but I do know about some black spirally dancer people.
Oh, wonderful.
Well, yeah.
Are they their own problem, or are they also related to Albrecht and the Ravnos and all of that nonsense?
I don't know nothing about them. But they're the wolf problem. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the thing I fought in the park. Big big guy. Bled silver. Really tough. Fun bloke. Yeah. He was a black dancer spiral. And
Sounds problematic.
yeah. That's a problem for later. Let's take care of yours. That Tatiana chick or whatever.
Yes, Tanita. No, I was thinking we could try to find out some information on what they are planning or anything along those lines, but I believe that Imogen and Leon are dealing with high society, and I assume since they mentioned they were going to the theater, that will mean the Lees. So, find a seedy pub, find some information.
Right, too right, yeah. You and me in pub love.
It's time to be weird, creepy, drunk guy that I was when I was with Rat, baby.
Give me a. So what we're gonna do is the performance will be the last major point of this night. You do have a week, so we'll have this be the last thing of the night. But give me a. Let's say either charisma and investigation or intelligence and investigation, whichever one you want to use.
So this is
For those two going off, yeah. Sorry, I realized that was kind of confusing.
Same role. So what I will do is I will rouse to see if that can help me in that situation. Because I think probably not manipulation. Nah. I don't know. Up to you. It's Storyteller's rules. Regardless,
sure,
I will rouse.
Manipulate also would work. Manipulate and investigation.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna do manipulate and investigation, and I passed my rouse check, so we can add 2 more to that. So let me see here. Manipulation 2, 3, 5, and then I only have 2 for investigate, so that's my hunger. Cool.
Wait, I gotta roll 2?
If you want, unless you just want to be there.
We're using another willpower, baby.
Yeah, with her going on that roll, yeah, sure, why not? Nope, I got a bestial failure, so I'm doing great.
Sorry, when I do a willpower, it's up to 3 dice, right?
Up to 4 non-hunger dice.
Fuck yeah, bud. Let's go. Okay, that's much better. So that's 4, 5, 6. 6 successes.
Nice.
I am not helping.
Yeah.
I got a bestial failure.
Jerry, you get hungrier and pissed throughout the night.
Oh no.
Because I can't eat any of them because it's all a local bar.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we go to the place like thin bloods and shit would go be. So
Yeah,
it's like
that's
a
a
lot
mistake.
of like all the, like the seedy place where like we can kind of talk about rumors that vampires have.
That's fair. All right, I'll tell you
Yeah.
guys what those roles meant later. But in the
Oh
meantime,
boy.
damn, I'm underdressed for this now. I was dressed for Willie. I'm not ready for this.
It took no time at all. Yeah.
Backstage of the Palace Theater, Leon, Imogen, and Melinda Moore are preparing for their performance. Now, originally, the idea was to be sort of a dirge, a sadness, and then eventually growing up into something a little bit more passionate and excited and sort of representing my mourning and then my rebirth. I'm gonna probably still go with something similar, but a little feedback won't hurt, considering there will be new people involved.
Well, I know about 4 chords, so I don't know if there's chords in violence, but whatever. I'm over it. I know like this one, this one, this one, and this one.
She kind of nods and.
So
Are they all major
I mean,
chords or minor chords?
I'm working on this one, but there's other fingering.
How you managed to play my wife's magnum opus, I'll never know.
Well, if you remember, it wasn't that great. So,
And Leon?
Oh, if we're doing sadness, that's a thing I can do quite easily. Give me... How long until we go on stage?
Minutes.
Minutes is enough.
Excellent.
Okay. All right. Yes.
Mhm.
Do you have any other direction other than sad?
I was going more for melancholy, perhaps.
And all right.
Mm-hmm. And then triumphant, near the
Right.
end.
Okay. So a change in tempo then?
Yes.
Perhaps?
Listen,
All right.
Yeah.
you can
So, if you don't mind, may I offer a little bit of guidance here?
please.
So, I would recommend doing something that's a bit more minor as we begin the feelings of melancholy and sadness, sort of transitioning us to more of a major, adding in sprinkling little notes of hopefulness as we begin to sort of crescendo into a beautiful new sound, as it were.
Right.
Can your 4 chords do that?
So I know much has happened for you since the last time we've spoken, Melinda, but if you remember, I don't read sheet music, and that's a lot to ask. If you could hum something for me or maybe that would help me out.
I'm not asking. I'm not asking you. Listen, Imogen, my dear, and sort of puts her hands on the side of your head. Your skills lie wherever your heart may be. That's where your passion comes from. When you played Olive's, my dear departed wife's magnum opus, it was from your heart, I imagine, rather than the classical, trained, sophisticated sound that a lot of these people are accustomed to. But that's the thing. They do not know what they are expecting. Well, what to expect, rather, because you weren't supposed to be here. So whatever you do, just follow me, go with the heart, and we'll rely on my talents and whatever Leon brings.
Right.
Leon is like absorbed in his work right now, so he's ignoring that very pointed comment.
Great. All right then. Yup.
Excellent. Well, I must get ready. And then goes off and does whatever you have to do to a cello to
Wait.
get it ready.
perhaps maybe you want to show me what you're going to play ahead of time. At least the first chord is not different than mine. No? Okay, that's fine too, I guess. We'll just wing it.
Uh,
How many people are out there?
oh, we're packed. This is the first week of my reemergence into the theater.
Right. So there's a lot of people out there that are going to be judging me and Leon and you don't want to have a rehearsal first?
No. Leon seems fine.
Right. I'm fine too. Just it's not really my name that will be tarnished if it goes like bad like last time.
Oh yes, I'm sure that the crowd will pile on the recent widow. That's the person they will target in this situation. Give me Imogen, give me a charisma and persuasion.
Fuck me up. I'm ready. That is what we do here. Charisma and persuasion. All right, 6 dice.
As Leon's just scribbling in the corner.
I'm gonna use a willpower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So many willpowers.
Reroll 4 dice. Didn't
Hopefully I
get
don't
much
need to-
better.
Yikes.
2 successes.
Ooh. No rehearsal for you.
That's fine. It's fine if you don't want to have any rehearsal. Your name's the one that's on the banner, so
Listen, Imogen. I know this may not seem like it, but I genuinely have faith in you. The things that we have all been dealing with recently, the attacks, the novel, the burning of your office, whatever else people have been dealing with. This is what we deal with. This is this is what mortals do when they discover us. Every few centuries, they panic and attack, and we retaliate or we recoil. But in the end, we're immortal, and we outlive them and their petty fears. For me, that is something that I have dealt with for so often and so much that it instinctually feeds into my art. For you, it's new. You still hold that passion of life within your heart, and honestly, that's something that people haven't seen in a while, especially in our community. So, whether your art comes from, being attempted to be burnt in your estate in the early 16th century, or how did you get here? You were staked and coffined, or your family. Remembering your family, it's still art. And people are stupid. They'll listen to anything. Leon, are you ready?
Oh, absolutely. Actually, I was going to say, Imogen, would you actually like some words of legitimate encouragement?
sure, that would be great. Thank you.
So, my dear, one thing I will always recommend is music is equal parts listening and reacting. As you hear something, don't make sure you are fully aware of your 4 chords, understand them thoroughly. You can still make something beautiful with minimal. It is tantamount to a minimal performance. I believe in you wholeheartedly, and honestly, follow my lead. We're going to go kind of slow with this one.
All right.
I expect to hear a lot of major chords near the back half. You'll understand exactly what I mean.
Excellent. I couldn't have
Great.
said it better myself.
Major chords. Yep.
The first three you did.
Oh, right. Right. So just the fourth one for the first part then.
Yes, just
I'll just keep on.
long held notes.
Excellent.
Just
I can do that. Mhm.
exactly. It'll be more of a backing.
Fun little behind the
Right.
scenes. I have a button that says cello. I don't know what.
Love that.
I don't know if it's major, minor. I don't know if
That's
it's.
funny. I have
Let's see.
A
many
cello
years
is-
of music history.
A cello is going to play while this is happening, and
Oh boy, let's hope
Whatever.
let's
We'll
hope
see
it's
what
in
happens.
pace with me because I'm okay.
all right.
Can I roll something for this?
I'm scared.
Yes.
Is it down to Dare's performance actually? Because like I'm fine with either.
I mean, okay. I will ask you this: how would you prefer to play this? Would you rather roll first, and then?
Nah, because I put work in.
Okay.
I'll be real.
I was gonna say, and then you can perform as your role is, or do you want to perform and then roll?
I'll perform and see how people feel about it after.
All right. So as you are prepared, Melinda has one of the stagehands bring her cello out, and she walks off onto the stage as a quiet hush fills the room. No intro, no introduction whatsoever. She just prepares and has informed you at some point to enter the stage as a surprise while she plays.
I lean over to Leon and I'm like, "You're sure I don't look dead, right? We're so sure of that."
I think I lean in close and I whisper. Even if you did, death is a reoccurring theme here tonight. That
Alright.
will only lean into the aspect of the performance.
Right.
If you lean into the absurd, no one will question a thing.
Okay.
And you hear Melinda begin to play. What do you do?
I think
What if we just didn't go on?
after I think what you see is a very different Leon here. Like Leon is very much ready to talk and stuff, but I think as the performance, Leon stiffens up and almost just like just feeling every note through them. And after I want to say about the first 16 measures, politely just like puts a hand on your back if you allow it, just to like go on stage.
Yep.
Roll.
I
I'm gonna have Imogen roll a dexterity and performance.
Ooh.
I have 3 violin
Dexterity and
sabers.
performance?
Yeah.
Not charisma?
No. Actually,
Damn it.
okay, here's the thing. Since you're specifically trying to match
Oh, but I
her,
do get my
if your
I do get a
wits
specialty.
if your wits is better than your dexterity, you can use your wits. I don't know if that's
Hold
the
on,
case.
If my wits, oh my gosh, please stop. Ah! Roll 20 is being awful. My wits is better than my dexterity.
Wits and performance it is.
Wits and performance, and I can use my violin/fiddle
Mm-hmm.
specialty.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we like this. We much like
I have
7 dice.
3 violin buttons. I have a similar violin, a slightly different violin, and a very different violin button. Based
Oh
on
boy,
how
depending on
this
how
roll
well-
One's
goes.
very bad, I bet.
4 successes.
Yeah.
Out of 7. So that's
Similar violin. As Leon gently pushes you forward. Well, I got the timing off. Okay. You wait, and you begin playing. And it feeds into each other well enough. It's not perfect, but you're sort of beginning to pick up what she's laying down, and it doesn't turn into this like band that is perfectly balanced. It sort of turns into this like 2 women up on stage telling a different story about what has been happening in the last month. And and it's good. Audience still remains silent, watching you. And Leon, you hear them both playing up on stage.
Okay. I think after a little bit, and you said they're not 100% in sync, right?
No.
I think that works thematically with what I have written here. So I think at the sort of apex of the sort of near harmony, that's when Leon, I think, struts about. And goes as such. To have lived a life that was once complete, one that was whole and true. I have lived a life that was once complete, until I had lost you. Through darkness, mist, fog, and loss, my vision was a blur. Until I felt your presence, and then my future was assured. Through mist and fog, I have returned to myself anew. And through it all, the thing I'll always carry is my memories of you.
No roll necessary. As the performance continues, the audience is enraptured, and you feel that similar feeling, Imogen, when you played Olive's magnum opus of them magically being enraptured, but this time it's not magical. You stand up on stage with Melinda and Leon, performing, using the beast a bit to pay attention to the notes and to move your fingers, and you feel your true performance in this moment. Leon.
Yes.
I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever performed like to a grand stage before like this?
I don't think a stage, never this grand.
How are you feeling performing to this big of an audience?
I want to say there is a legitimate nervousness to Leon. Leon hasn't been kindred for a long time, and this is still like an active dream of Leon's was to perform in front of huge audiences like this. And like it's a mix of both. I know that I can do it, but also it's terrifying that I am doing it.
Nice. And Imogen, knowing that for the probably the first time in your life, playing in front of a audience like this, especially one populated with so many kindred that had seen you perform before, how are you feeling right now?
I think the poem made her cry. Like, so she's like crying up there. Because she missed out on the last month, but girl suffered a lot of loss before being a vampire. So I think it's like all the family talk ahead of time and all that jazz. Really hit her in the heart.
As you were playing,
the unbeating heart.
Your arm swaying back and forth, you see red drop on your arm.
No!
Oh no.
Oops.
Let me just roll real quick.
She would.
See if the audience is like, she's a vampire. Kill her.
Don't. You do.
I did say that I switched out my headband to be a darker one.
Oh no, these aren't from your third eye.
Oh, good. Excellent.
Yeah, that's how we cry. That's just how we cry.
She doesn't know that, I think.
Yeah.
The three of you see in the audience movement of people like rustling and shaking around, and almost as immediately you see hands put on their shoulders as they are calmed down. And you can tell that the majority of this audience is kindred.
Okay.
And the two of you can add 1 fame.
Ooh.
to your advantages.
Fancy.
As Melinda sort of whispers to you, Imogen, and says, "Now don't you regret not coming to perform here a long time ago?" Drink it in.
Was that a rhetorical question, or did you want an answer?
She ignores you, and
Excellent. All right.
the music stops, and without a word, she stands up, sort of like carefully grabbing each of your hands at the front of the stage, and gives a very low bow, or not low, a very small bow, just a very polite nod to the audience, and then begins to walk off stage without a word.
Is she taking us with her, or is she?
I mean, she
leaving
begins to walk. Do you follow her lead?
Yeah.
Leon?
Yes, absolutely.
And you are back in the behind the theater. You hear the crowd sort of pick up outside, and you can hear whispers of the performance. And it's not long before some of the kindred come back. And Imogen, you notice some of the people from the Lee's party several months ago. You notice Sky Vasquez, the keeper of Elysium. You notice Shalon Han, the Venture Primogen. Give me a wits and awareness.
There's a very loud lady in the side. Who's making some sort of discovery. 4 successes.
You see Sydney Jones, the
No!
Malkavian Primogen,
This bitch.
standing in the back, just sort of like watching you, and seems like very excited, and is like looking around to see if anybody notices, and it's like,
Oh my god.
and you can't hear what he's saying, but he seems to be very animated and pointing at you.
No. No. Makes me no. Unacceptable. I refuse. I do not address him.
All right.
At all.
For the most part, it's people coming up to you, Imogen, and like shaking your hand and congratulating you and stuff. You get a few like, "Can't believe you're not dead. Thought you were dead." Comments. Leon, what are you doing in this moment?
I think is the sort of auditorium area empty, like where the actual stage was and everything?
Yeah. There's a few stragglers, but they're mostly heading out. Anybody who wanted to come talk to Melinda has sort of come to the back and is doing so, but a lot of people have left.
I think as people are leaving, there's sort of a quiet moment as Leon sort of takes for himself, sort of just looking over the stage and everything, and just thinking, this could be a life that I would enjoy doing. And Leon just takes that thought for a second and moves on, and I think in very Leon fashion, sort of starts doing Leon mingling. They give themselves a moment of depth before leading into the shallow vapidity of a Toreador, true and true.
Give me a charisma and what are you trying to accomplish? Just sort of like get your name out sort of thing, or just okay.
I think get my name out, see if I hear anything of interest while sort of schmoozing around.
Okay. Give me a charisma and persuasion. Get some information out of people.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It's one of my bread and butters. This is my fleet.
Ah, classic B&B.
That is 5 successes.
Damn. All right.
Classic bread and butter.
You managed to make quite a few good impressions. Like I said, most of the higher ups are here. A lot of the kindred, who are either laying low or feel confident enough to just be out in public. And you managed to do some smoozing, and I'll get from that roll everyone else's rolls as well. Imogen, are you doing any sort of investigating tonight, or sort of just becoming a wallflower?
Well, if someone wants to talk to me, I'll talk to them, but I don't think that I initiate any conversations.
I think you answered your question.
Give me a wits and investigation then, just to see if you pick up anything. You know, the perks of being a wallflower.
2.
2?
2 successes.
All right, sounds good. I got all that write it down. The audience sort of disperses. Melinda goes off and she congratulates you, and for a moment, Leon, she is nice to you. And everyone sort of leaves and returns to their various estates as we end for the night, and we're going to go on break. Be right back.
BRB.
Good morrow, fine patron. Are you looking for music for your character, campaign, or Twitch stream? Does music move you like prune juice after a colonic? Well, here at OBP Musical, we write music from any genre, from fully orchestrated pieces like this, to video game auditory herpes like this. We have singers from Les Miserables and Disney for vocals like this.
The heroes of the North, with them we'll sally forth. The warrior knight, the maiden of Ed.
Have a bard that's written lyrics? We can write music for them. So, if you want music that rocks, come to us at OBP Musical and get your rocks off. That sounded weird. Music and songs from any genre, from opera to country, pop to thrash metal. We are jacks of all trades. OBP Musical, music for any occasion. Birthdays, weddings, having a bris. We've got you covered when others don't. Go to obpmusical.com for more info.
Have you heard of PinUpCanada.com? This fantastic Vancouver local shop offers the best selection of pinup clothing right to your door. With inclusive sizes ranging from extra small to 6X, each item has been handpicked and carefully curated by owner and former pinup model Jen Kaboom. At PinUpCanada.com, you can find retro swing skirts, dick-shaped soap, vampy wiggle dresses, glorious purses, and more. Seriously, at least half of my wardrobe is from this amazing independently owned shop, which ships Canada and US wide. Don't delay. Follow them on Instagram at PinUpCanada and visit PinUpCanada.com to find the perfect retro outfit and risque homewares today.
I've been working on my Steve cosplay, and I found the perfect piece to finish it off at the costume shop. They have wigs, costumes, contacts, and they even have a cosplay section on their website for people just like me. Head on over to thecostumeshop.com/REF tabletop tiddies to get started. That's TheCostumeShop.com, spelled ye old way. Make sure to use the code Tabletop Tiddies with double D's to get yourself $10 off at checkout. Maybe I should make a Imogen White cosplay next.
And we're back. So, after the performance and after some bar hopping, you all return to the IOU for to rest for the day. Jerry and Evelyn, what you managed to gather in your short time in the bar is that the knowledge of what a caitiff and a thin blood is somehow leaked into human society.
What?
That's very specific.
How the fucking fuck?
But what is happening now is that there's developed a subculture of mortals pretending to be thin blood / caitiffs, especially thin bloods, because some thin bloods have the ability to walk in daytime. Very rarely. So there's a sudden spurt of thin bloods that are able to walk in daytime.
It's just like seeing people who like My Chemical Romance. Like that's like, oh man, I'm a vampire.
Yeah.
Like that's it. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So
I feel called.
I mean, I'm called out. I'm calling out myself.
Okay.
Ironically,
We all had these phases.
the third circle, which is the caitiff bar, has been thriving. So, and the vampires aren't too sad about it, considering that they had just food is walking in the door. So that's going on.
That's why I'm mad. That all the scene kids is why Jerry is angry.
Mm-hmm. Your beast kind of flares up as a bunch of people are like walking around in capes and pretending to be it's all based on Dracula too, let's be clear.
It's so corny. Oh my god. Oh.
And corny.
I love it.
That's so bad.
I think Leon finds it charming. It's cute.
Leon, through your perusing through the high society, you learn that Albrecht is missing, but only recently. Some people have claimed that they haven't seen him in like a month since the attack, but there are a few people in Kindred community who he's just been active, just hiding out a bit up until about a week ago. And now nobody has heard from him. Imogen.
Yes.
That Malkavian really wants to go to the web again with you. He's sad that Octavia wasn't here because he really wanted to, have another premonition. That kind of irks you enough that you don't gather much information through the night.
Yeah, no.
Each of you give me a rouse check as you rise the next night.
8.
Ooh.
We hungry, my dudes.
Leon, saw
I
a little.
got a 5, so I failed.
Jerry.
I succeed.
Nice.
Also, willpower resets now that it's a new day, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
So Evelyn, as you rise, you hear you were doing great, Evelyn. It's a
I know.
shame that you didn't pass my power on to him.
It's not.
He will have a hard afterlife. And as soon as that last word sounds, you hear,
Hold on, I'll be up in a minute. Look for a vial. I look for a vial. I'm assuming there are empty ones around because there's a bakery and all that good shit.
They're kept.
Yeah. I'm gonna go give. I need to pump. Blood pump.
And as you feed,
I don't like it.
I don't like it either. I regret it immediately. There's a lot about this, and everyone's just like, "This was a choice I made, huh?" All right.
Listen, we're a mature stream. It's fine.
There's nothing wrong about breastfeeding, all right?
No,
there's something wrong about what you said. Let's be clear.
I'm aware.
As you feed him, though, he sort of like looks up at you, and you can see like his like skull is like reshaping. And he says,
Yeah, this
Bella
seems
Swan
about right.
vibes.
he says,
Mhm.
your voice, Mom, it dances through my head. It wants me to feed.
Well, then perhaps you should feed. And I give him the glass full of my blood.
So you up 2 more hunger tonight, from
Yeah.
failing the rouse and from feeding him.
Am I at 2 total or
2
just,
more
like,
from wherever you
2
are.
more?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to go feed immediately after this because I'm at 4 hunger
Nice.
then.
And Leon, as you arise, you're sort of like awash with this like proud feeling, and you hear the familiar voice in your head. Leon, my dear, you did excellent. You can feed on whoever you want now. Your fame is well known. Go out, devour, and you gain a hunger.
Oh no. If Leon's feeling rather peckish, I might. I'm gonna have to find a nice place to eat. I need to treat myself.
Nice.
Mm.
Then I'll have.
I think Evelyn's gonna come up and be like, I'm famished. I'll be back in a minute. And I just literally, I'm so like, you can tell I'm just exhausted. Just like, I'm going.
I'll go
Aw,
with
new mom.
I'll go with Evelyn. I'll back you up, Evie. I had a really bad night last night, and I need a good buzz. So, yeah.
Fair enough. Reconvene in a little while to exchange notes.
So who all is feeding?
I might have to. Can you remind me how do you do the healing thing? Because I still look dead.
You're gonna have to
Ooh,
roll.
I have to do that
Yeah.
shit. I need to.
We'll
fucking-
cover.
yeah,
we'll cover
okay.
that after.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be.
I can't.
It's gonna
yeah.
be 3 rouses to heal.
Yeah,
Aggravated.
Okay.
So
We gotta eat somebody then.
going down
Yeah,
the
'cause
line.
then I'm
gonna. Evelyn, are you doing it
Yeah.
stealthily or fightfully?
Yeah, obviously stealthily.
All right,
That's
give me
kind
a-
of my thing.
Give me a wits and streetwise.
Okay, let me grab 4 hunger dice. Wits and streetwise. That's literally all hunger dice.
Hell yes.
2.
All right. You're not able to find someone that you can feed on discreetly and like leave a dead body. So I'll say that you can get rid of 2 hunger. You can get rid of those 2 hunger.
Shit. Okay. Well,
Jerry, are you
Why
being
is it not letting me
stealthful
get-
or not stealthful?
Not stealthful. Jerry has officially given up on the stealth.
All right, give me a strength and athletics.
enough.
Let's go. I can count. Yeah, that's 7. Yeah, I got 1 success.
Damn.
I'm struggling.
It's slim pickings. The rumors around London about the supernatural and the spike in monsters is making it pretty tough for newcomers to want to come in. I'll say that you can find someone, but it will be hella risky, and you potentially could break the masquerade doing it.
Someone tell me what that means.
So the masquerade is sort of the kindred law that you are not allowed to expose kindred. Now, this obviously was shattered quite a bit by Dracula novel, but there's still the law that any kindred aren't supposed to like show that you're kindred. And to do so, it depends. To do so generally is supposed to result in you being killed. But it's kind of like you can break the rules and get away with it if, you can talk your way out of it or know the right people.
It's also
All right.
risking humans coming after us and murdering you. Because
All
they'll
right,
know
so-
as well.
Yeah, Jerry's ballsy, but he's not that ballsy. And honestly, he's just doing this as a revenge thing for having a shitty night. So he wants a buzz. Oh wait, no, hang on. He wants a buzz, but he's addicted, but he's not hopelessly addicted to alcohol.
So you're pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good.
All right.
I do want to fight though.
Leon, give me a manipulate and persuasion.
Oh, those sound like things I'm personally pretty good at.
Making your character to have the stats for the thing that you feed on?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you know, I'm normally against optimal builds, but because it's benefiting me there.
The idea of an optimal build in Vampire the Masquerade is ridiculous. It's mostly an
3
RP
successes.
game. All right. You're riding high on the success from last night. You easily managed to get someone who's like, oh my god, you were the one that performed last night. Please, yes, feed on me. And you can, if you like, kill them, but you can otherwise get yourself down to 1 hunger.
No, I'm not going to kill them. You always want, because you keep them around, so you can always be like, hey, you know, you up.
Yo, you up?
I sent you a scroll. It just says HYU.
Right. It's how it works, you know. Don't want to run out of people who are into me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Master Leon would formally request that he has a booty call tonight.
Yeah.
Imogen, are you feeding?
I don't need to, but if I shit the bed on trying to heal all of this aggravated damage, I would probably like to feed.
All right. So now
I only have 1 hunger, so
anybody who wants to do a triple rouse to try to hear they're aggravated can do so right now.
Yeah.
you have to pass on all of them?
No, you heal regardless.
You just will get hungrier,
Oh, that's fine.
even though I already have 2 hunger. So let's hope. Okay, there's
Okay,
1.
passed on 2, failed on 1. So I only okay.
All right.
3. Oh my god, I passed on all 3.
Yay!
I really didn't want to have to be like, well, I'm back to 4 hunger.
Mom energy. So you all heal, or both of you heal aggravated. Imogen, you get 1 hunger. But you all reconvene at the IOU after your night of sort of trying to recover. And you find that within the IOU parlor itself, Travis has gathered a whole bunch of books and has started piling them sort of in the front of the office. He looks real tired. I only had a hand cart. I didn't have Octavia took her horse back in the cart, so I kind of got accustomed to riding around. Mr. Belgium, I believe these are from your abode.
Oh, right. Yeah. I'm just leaving there, mate. I'll take care of them later.
Okay. You can see for a moment, like, he almost instinctively puts his hand out and then, like, looks at you and is like, yes, I'll get back to there's a few more, and kind of runs out. And through the door, as Travis is like bolting out, Marguerite walks in and sort of like looks at him rushing and says, what's got the kid in such a tiff?
I was about to ask the same question. Is he
Yeah,
alright?
Just a bit of hard work is all.
You made him lift things? That kid's like 2 pounds soaking wet.
Exactly.
Oh, gonna get a muscle on him eventually. All right. So you're
if
all
Imogen could blush.
Ooh, 1 muscle.
One
I
singular muscle.
heard from the wizard that she's hanging out in the chantry. Apparently, they got a lot of information there, and her friend said that she'll be more help investigating there for now. So, looks like it's just us.
Very well.
First off, Jerry, I talked to your boy Quinn.
Aye.
I hate him. Is my first comment about that man.
Right.
Well, that's awfully harsh right off the bat.
Nah, she's justified.
He says that he's a bit scared because he 100% did not think that fight was a trap, and hopes that you forgive him for that terrible terrible fight. Glad you're not dead.
Talking about I won.
Yeah, I mean, he had to drag a lot of bodies to a factory before they opened and put them into a smelter before they opened up, because you kind of left a lot of husks in the warehouse.
But I won.
I mean, that's what I said. But yeah, he thinks that if you're running with this lot for a while, it's probably best to lay low, because Cast Iron Jim, whatever, was kind of a ringer that they brought in, and the fact that he's dead is a bad sign.
Do I know who that is, by the way?
Give me a
Cast Iron Jim.
You're saying a lot of names. I don't know who anyone is. Who are you talking about?
intelligence and streetwise.
I'm just gonna ask. I don't know who any of those people are.
Quinn is me mate. Kind of like my manager. He sets up fights for me.
Ooh.
Right.
Yeah, last fight I had. Yeah,
5 successes.
Yeah, last fight I had was with this bloke named Cast Iron Jim. I knocked this noggin off. Literally.
You broke his neck.
Yeah, I killed the guy. Is all. To be fair, to be fair, it was unsporting, the fight, but I still won. And now it sounds like Quinn is dropping me, which is bad timing, frankly. I don't know.
You should ask Leon to be your manager. Leon's a great manager.
Yeah, Leon, it was a lie when we said it to the wolves, but I mean, could you hook me up, mate? I've had a bad night, and I'm really itching.
Leon was an excellent help when we went to the theater last night.
Oh, congratulations on your show.
Yes, I heard.
I don't know
well. Very well done.
Well, I do appreciate the praise. See, the thing is, Jerry, my expertise and your expertise are different fields.
Exactly. See, I can do exhibition matches for your high like high and fancy folk, and be a functioning member of our society.
Evelyn, with that role, you would know that Cast Iron Jim, yeah, that's it, was a well-renowned street fighter in Eastern Europe that was basically paid to come out here.
Okay.
And you gather that given the success rate, it was definitely a test to see if Belgian Jerry,
a vampire.
Belgian Jerry was a vampire. By all intents and purposes, this man should have been able to kill Belgian Jerry if Belgian Jerry was a human.
Right. It's like, Jerry, if you had only done your research, everybody knows who Cast Iron Jim is.
Boy,
you should have known it was a trap.
He challenged me, love, and I trust Quinn when it comes to setting up these things.
Very fair, but if he's dropping you, perhaps we can come to an arrangement. I might need a bit of muscle here and there. Perhaps I can, once I get my affairs in order, find some underground fighting rings should not be a problem for you.
That's all well and good, but when will that be happening? I haven't had any since I joined up with you folks. I haven't had any action.
To be fair, we literally just died and came back. So perhaps when we kill Tanita and get this sorted in the next week, so we prevent a human mortal call, then we can chat.
Right.
I mean, I'll fight you if you want.
Let's go then.
No. No.
This is
That's not gonna know.
I have put a lot of work into this office. I'm not about to lay you on your ass in the middle of it.
Let's not.
Tell you what.
No.
I'm with Leon. We're gonna be out in the country in Leon's little castle, me and Red. I got to get him back in fighting shape. If I'm gonna send him back into Hyde Park, why don't you come out? I mean, either before or after you solve this problem you've got, and I'll kind of like looks you up and he says, I'll go toe to toe with you.
You got yourself a deal, love. I stick out my hand and be like, just a quick shake.
Shakes it. Surprisingly strong for a Victorian woman in a very tight corset.
It's because she's an angel. She's got the power of God on her side.
And anime. All right, so what's the plan?
Jerry, you gotta promise not to kill Marguerite, though, please.
I never make any promises like that, love. Sorry.
I would.
No, you have
We
to
would
promise
heavily
this.
implore you not to do that.
It's because I like you, Maggie.
It's about now Travis comes in with like 3 more books. What kind
3
of
books at a time? How big are these books?
Yeah, hey, what I got a question, Jerry. What kind of books are these?
Okay, so Jerry runs the gambit of books that he loves to read, but the latest one was Dracula. He's got like an original copy of he's got the original manuscript for Carmilla. Don't know how he got it, can't remember. I think he won it in a bar fight. He also likes war, history books that like cover war and strategy. It's like, well, that's wrong. Oh, but they did get this right. He likes mythology. He likes a lot of mythology books.
Cool. Nice.
I believe you said that you were gonna lend Carmilla to Travis. Am I wrong?
Yeah. Yeah. So
something he's very nervous about.
Yeah. So I find my my copy of Carmilla, and I'm like, I pull him over a little too roughly because I'm still like just jazzing for a fight, and I'm like, and then like hand it to him super gently, and it's like, hey, you take good care of that. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, I will.
I pat him on the back and I nearly knock him over.
I must be sore from carrying all those books. All right. Well, Marguerite has given me the night off. Always nice to see all of you. Imogen. Marguerite says that you're going to be busy for a week, but haven't had a chance to kind of like looks around at everybody. If perhaps you were free after the week is over.
Great. I'll have to check the schedule to see.
Oh, I think you should have time. There should be plenty of time after the week is through. What's our busiest time of the year? Of course, this case is so important, but we should be greatly rewarded afterwards with some time off. As she's like clearly just like being very cheeky, like, no, you should totally go.
Yes.
It's a date then. I'm gonna need the week to finish the book. Either way,
Great.
I'm not a very fast reader.
That's fine.
Good evening.
Watch for my notes in the margin. Watch for my notes in the margin, and yeah. Other than that, enjoy.
All right. Kind of like puts on his coat and walks out, and kind of you can see him like stretching his back, trying to correct what Jerry did. And you have the room.
Well, we know that your performance was a success, but you clearly found some information while you were out and about. I know Jerry and I got a couple little interesting factoids in our escapades around town. Not exactly what we were looking for, but Apparently, the mortals of this city know what caitiffs and thin bloods are, and have kind of decided to try and pose as some. So that's fun. We have to deal with that now. I don't
Right.
understand how they managed to get that kind of information, but it's made things a little bit more complicated. But you know,
I don't think this is news to Leon. I think Leon
No.
knows this already. People love being vampires.
I think all we learned is that Melinda Lee is now Melinda Moore, and Olive is supposedly dead
oh
for being a vampire. So
well, if this is
I don't trust a single thing that woman says, but apparently,
Apparently.
I mean, it's
Apparently.
possible she was found out and now they are hiding her away, pretending she died. But if it is the case and she has met her final death, that is unfortunate for her and for Melinda.
I would hate to side with Melinda. Melinda and I don't necessarily see eye to eye, but that dirge.
well, yeah, how
had
do
a
you know
real-
her?
That dirge had a real sense of sadness in it that
Hmm.
feels hard to
Fake.
exactly.
Hmm.
I will say I also have learned a little bit on Albrecht's trail has sort of dried up in the last week or so. We had been hearing some things for at least certain people had seen Albrecht around in hiding up until last week or so. So
Oh, off.
we have a
I'm
timetable.
Jerry is flipping through his books and he's like, "Oi, I already was bunking up with that Tanita girl."
Yes,
Right.
I'm assuming Storyteller. We know that
Yeah.
Octavia had a premonition and he was surrounded by bees.
Yeah, all of the information that Octavia had gathered
Yeah.
has been brought back to you.
Okay. Yes. Yes. I assumed as much when Octavia mentioned her premonition to us. Question for you, actually, was the premonition? Did it seem like he was getting stung by the bees, or was it like
Yes.
they're chilling?
He seemed restrained, hungry, and in pain with bees flying around him and something stiff around his midsection.
Now, the information Octavia got from her premonition made me think perhaps Albrecht was not there consensually.
Remind me, because I'm not so good with that. Premonition is that
When
what
Octavia sees her visions.
is it- But are the visions current or are they of the future?
I believe might be a bit of both. I think this one was current, if I'm not mistaken. Don't know if she quite
Or of the past even?
clarified. I don't know if she quite clarified that, but I believe it can be of any time period. It's just what is calling to her at this moment. In any case, we will use this information as we read it.
Right. So I guess it's probably best to find Tanita and Albrecht then.
I believe so. Our time is running short as well. We must ante up, I think. This chase must come to a close by the week's end.
Marguerite kind of chimes up. Also, sorry to be a downer, but Red and I are leaving pretty soon tonight.
Yes.
Leon, is there anything I need to know about the castle before we get there?
Let me see. As far as I know, no. It's not my first or my second or my third choice of places, but that's exactly why I recommend it.
All right. You're not hiding any secrets in there that if I find them, you're going to be real embarrassed?
There's always a chance, I'll be honest. But if you do, just pull me aside. Let's talk about it away from prying ears and eyes and anything else. But honestly, I wouldn't know that
All right, I'll find a thick rug to put it under until we get a chance to talk.
I probably not people. I haven't been in that place in.
I didn't say it. All right, sounds good. Well, on that note, then, tell the warlock, best of luck. I probably won't be talking to you for a while. Jerry, if you don't show up, I will know that you are either dead or came to your senses.
Wouldn't count on either of those, love.
Please do book this fight for after the week is out. I do wish to watch.
I don't.
Leon, please look after Imogen. What?
We make a very fun team. I'll keep my
I
eyes
can look
on.
after myself. I
Yes, of course.
Fine.
But extra eyes never hurts a situation, does it?
right, fine.
That's 5 entire eyes.
All right, Irish goodbye. And she grabs a full thing of gin from her sign panel and leaves.
Good. Good. I was good. I liked that.
Well,
So what are your next steps? What we're gonna do is that
Oh man.
tonight, if you come up with any plans that you want to do, we can leave them up to a roll or have a quick little scene about them. But with all the information that you have, just give me a general idea of like what you kind of want to, if you want to get more information, if you want to take any action, just let me know.
I think if I can, I want to know if there are any members. I want to see if I can find out if any members of my gang that are following Tanita currently are having like second thoughts, or if there's a way I can kind of get them to double cross without making Tanita aware that this is happening. Because then when we do end up, because I know where they're hiding out now. When we are all together and able to go and storm the keep, as it were, we might have some people on the inside that can kind of join us on that.
Give me a quick wits and investigation.
Okay. Wits and investigation. 3.
All right. So, you take tonight to go back to the prison in Southwark, and sort of going full Dark Knight, scoping out the space. You do see movement coming in and out. It seems that whatever Tanita is planning or doing does involve a lot of activity, and you see several members of your gang, in addition to members that you don't recognize, going in and out of the prison.
Okay.
And you you take a moment and you scope them out, doing inventory, and you one sec. You see Amber, this sort of like ginger freckled haired gremlin girl, and managed to get a moment alone with her as she's sort of scoping through the alleyway. You just appear to her. She looks up, and you can tell that like I've seen a ghost moment. Wow, you're alive.
You should know it's hard to kill me.
What are you doing here? Are you back?
In a way. I see Tanita's been busy, lying to you all about what happened.
We thought you died in your office.
That's what she wants you to think, when really she orchestrated the attack.
No, she's been good to us. She has plans.
Oh, really? What are those plans?
I can't say. She'll hurt us.
Well, I won't hurt you. And she will never find out you told me.
Give me a manipulation and persuasion or intimidate. I feel like you're going more for a little persuasion-y.
Yeah, unfortunately, I did do that, didn't I? All right. I should have been more aggressive.
I mean, your
Would've been
words and
better.
actions are different. If your actions are saying that I might hurt you, you can roll intimidate.
Okay. How about I activate Daunt when I say it?
Ooh, yes.
Then I can do
Let's
intimidate.
do it.
Okay, hold on. What does that even give me? Do I get to do? I can add my presence rating to my intimidation checks. All right. 2 hungies. 1, 2, 3. And then I have 2 of those. And then you said it was intimidate. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dice.
Whoa.
Whoo, baby. All right. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. Because I got a crit.
As you say that, like, seeing your gang, they are different. They've sort of adopted a lot of mannerisms from Tanita, the like jittering twitchiness of a hive of bees. And you can see in that moment, Amber sort of straightens up again and takes on your near Toreador elegance and says, "Not here. I'll gather who I can tomorrow. Meet at the usual place. I'll tell them Evelyn's back. I'll tell them you're back."
Please, be discreet. We don't want to cause a ruckus until the opportune moment.
Yes. Of course. Kind of like excitedly runs.
Just like, ooh, we spilling some tea, baby.
Who else would like to do something tonight? Jerry.
Jerry wants to pick a fight. Not a serious fight. He just needs to fight or punch something.
Nice.
Or a bunch of some things. He's really pent up and he's angry. He'll do it by the docks just in case he gets hungry.
Would you like to find Quinn?
Yeah. Just have a little chat.
I just want to talk.
I just want to talk. I just want to talk.
I just want to talk.
It's the theme of this season.
We've never seen Quinn before. You find Quinn easy enough. He's a short man with a squinty face. That's what I wrote. Squinty face, dark salt-dried skin, and oiled hair that has been combed back several times. He wears a thick, broad cloak, overcoat that falls just below his knees. You can see bright plaid splashes under the coat. And as you approach, because Marguerite sort of informed him, he sort of looks up at you and says, oh shit, I had an idea. Imogen, say some words real quick for me.
You're talking in an Irish
All right.
accent?
Hey, hold on.
Right.
Is that Belgium?
Potatoes?
Is that Belgium Jerry I see there? What are you doing down here, lad?
Oi, Quinn, you know me. Every time I come to see you, it's just a talk.
So it's you looking for the regular then?
Oi, yeah. But I've heard some things. Friend?
I told your salty lass there that you should probably lay low a little bit, but even when I said it, I couldn't imagine that you would follow the advice.
Yeah, you know me too well, mate. So, is there any action happening tonight?
Is there any action? Why are you coming to Quinn with questions like that? Of course we got action tonight. All right.
That's the boy.
What are we looking for? A sure thing, or you want to have a bit of fun?
Oh, yeah, you know me. Always down for a bit of fun.
All right. I think I got. We got a few of the ironworkers talking about how Belgium Jerry's been brought down, and a few of them stepping forward.
Oh, well, we can't have that now, can we?
How about we make a bit of an entrance? Let's call it a comeback.
Can't come back if I never left, mate.
What a night. Give me just give me one strength and brawl.
Oh, please like me. Please like me.
I like this accent. It's good, Imogen. I like it. It's fun to do.
It's the Northern Ireland. It's a good one.
I got 6, 7, 8.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck.
He did.
It is a hell of a night. Quinn manages to get some insight on some fresh blood in the city that don't plan to stay for very long. Make sure that they're right and pickled before you go for them. Gets you a bit on the sauce. And the night's a bit of a blur, but you remember decimating, and the audacity of the ironworkers to think that Belgium Jerry ever could be put down is immediately silenced as the Belgium Jerry legend continues. You make quite a bit of coin tonight, as they didn't think that a dead man could win a lot of fights. I'm gonna say put 1 point in resources, because Quinn balanced a lot of money on this night, and you put everybody in the ground.
Nice.
All right. Who else? Anyone else got anything they want to do tonight?
The only thing I can think of is maybe fucking Sidney Jones might have some information. But I don't know what about. But Callie mentioned him, so I think it might be important to go talk to him.
I can come with you if you like. I don't.
He's just a lot.
That's
It's quite a bit.
I can handle a lot.
You broke so many things last time I talked to him. Including my mind.
Each of you, then, if you're gonna help Leon, give me a investigation plus, one of your good skills, either charisma or intelligence. However you're going about finding out where Sydney's hanging out.
Let's do charisma. Charisma and investigation.
And investigation?
Yeah. Investigation
I'm
is
an
the
investigator. I
important
don't have a good investigation.
Yeah, I only have one.
I mean, I'm a temp. Brought on retainer.
one. I don't know. Sounds like they hired talent.
All right, I got 3 actually.
All right.
I got 2. I'm gonna use a willpower.
Charisma
That
really
didn't help.
carried
I
that
still got
for me.
2.
All right. So 2, 3. Yeah.
Any of my specialties helping me out? No.
I'll say that's good enough. You, doing a classic Leon and Imogen walking the streets trying to find someone.
Find the party.
You're actually led to, and again, I'm not naming this anything else, Diana's feeding pit. It seems that Sydney has had a bit of a few nights. His ally Baron Schneider has been absent for a while. It seems that learning of Sydney's true nature has scared him off a little bit. And so you find deep in the feeding pits, which is now a bit more populated than the night that you had been here before. You see a few kindred sort of off in the shadows of the veils that cast in this place. It's seeing that people are here now, you can tell that it's specifically designed that any given spot that you hang out in the feeding pit obscures your vision of anybody else. It's a very good like meeting spot for feeding or talking or anything that you want to keep obscured from anybody else. And Leon, you see off in the distance a few of the drapery just sort of shift, and suddenly the one next to you see Diana, the fleshy wings of her draped behind her white bloody dress, looks up at you and says, "You've returned. This is good."
It is wonderful to see you as well. You look wonderful. The wings still immaculate.
Oh, thank you. I made them myself.
Oh, impressive.
Can I find a secret spot for you and the Cyclops?
I would absolutely love if you happen to give us a bit of a table to this away from everything else.
Of course. One in the back, then. Follow
Delightful.
me.
You are magnificent.
And she sort of reaches out like a bony, pointed hand for you to grab.
I will, of course, take it.
And she begins to lead you. And as she does, you get like flashes of scenes of feeding. Kindred like looking up at you as you pass through and pass by. And eventually she leads you to a part near the back, freshly cleaned, with all of the amenities set up.
Wonderful.
Let me know if I need to get anyone to get you something to eat.
I will keep that in mind. I look over to Imogen. What is your general preferred style of eatery, by the way?
I like lean in. I'm like, not people.
As you do this, like Diana's right next to your head, Imogen, and says, "We do not discriminate here, my dear. If you would like more bovine or perhaps something a little smaller, I can acquire it for you."
Sure. If yes. I guess so then.
All right. And sort of just like,
Well, I mean, Leon, are you having something? I don't want to be rude.
Oh no, I'm doing well right now. I ate recently.
and she just sort of like a drape covers her, and you swear she disappears.
I have no idea where we are. This is what?
Oh, have you never been to the feeding pit? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I walked in here like a regular. I should have given you a bit more of a tour.
It hasn't been anywhere. Except IOU and the church.
Oh boy, I am so sorry. Well, this is the feeding pit. It's a wonderful place if you're looking to,
Apparently.
enjoy a meal in classy. Classy isn't the right word, but it's a fun sort of class, It's a bit macabre. Anyway, yes, no, the pit's delightful.
Right.
And you know that Sydney is supposed to be here.
Right. So here's the thing, though, is that I suggested it, but I don't know what he would know. He's quite up there with his status, so maybe he knows something about really anything. But I'm trying to think. I suggested it, and now I don't know what to ask.
I mean, asking about Albrecht is going to be what I'm going to consider doing.
Yeah,
That
that's
would
the
be
biggest one.
Yes.
It's almost like no, it feels like no time has passed when Diana comes back, holding almost like an obsidian goblet, and just hands it to you, Imogen.
Thank you.
Of course. Let me know if you need anything else. And just sort of like lingering on Leon, just kind of fades back into the drapery.
I feel rude now that I'm not having anything.
Good.
Leon is a mess, but I think I'm legitimately gonna be. if you have any noble blood or blood of anyone who's worth that of something, anything expensive, please. Just like yelling down the hall.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
The waiter's
Leon's
already
the
gone. It's like,
worst.
actually,
Leon's the type of partner who waits till you have fries to take fries. It's like, well, now I want some.
Yeah.
It is. Diana doesn't return, but like you see, sort of pushing through the drapes, like almost as if they had been given instructions on where to go. Not a high-ranking royal member, but you recognize this is like fourth cousin removed from some pretty high-ranking royal members, and sort of like sits down and like almost as if he's been here a lot, sort of goes through the gesture of like introducing himself and sits down to be fed on.
And she's just like, oh my god.
Where am I?
Oh my god.
You're fine. You're fine. Don't. It's perfect.
She just
yeah.
like doesn't watch. Like
Don't make eye contact.
I was like,
Oh my
just like
God.
give me some privacy.
just like sipping from your glass. Just
I'm like,
This
yeah.
will take nothing but a second. I
Face
honestly,
this way.
I honestly think Leon's a very like clean eater.
Mhm.
It's when he's doing good, clean eater.
Mhm.
Honestly, just like the little like that boom, real quick and easy.
yeah, and like
Maybe,
off on his way.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know, like pat on the back, like good job, champ.
Kind of like walks off a
You
little
did it.
woozy back into the
Yeah,
Imogen before you even
I never
noticed it's
killed
over.
my food.
Yeah. Give me a wits and awareness, Imogen.
Oh god.
I love this place now. This entirely.
1, 2, 3. 3 successes.
Through like as you're sort of distancing yourself through the like thick walls of various fabrics and stuff, you do hear a familiar voice.
All right. Yup.
Mm.
Should do we join him? Should we go to where Sydney Jones is, or I don't?
I mean, you've met the Sydney character. I would.
Character is definitely the right word, I would say.
Delightful. Then I think we should. Do you want me to take a point on this? I sort of defer to you.
Well, we'll see. You know what? Let's just go in with an open mind, and we'll see if the world is real or not today.
What a sentence.
And Imogen
Right.
Imogen leads you. It's kind of like a high school production where they can't find the center of the curtains to get through, and they're just leading you through to find Imogen. And truly almost like a dream, Imogen, as you're walking through. Like occasionally you catch a glimpse of Diana just like slinking her way through these fabrics, and eventually you find Sydney sitting alone sort of on these like cushions, and there's a small table in front of him that's lowered, and you just see like crap. Like you see like chicken bones and like a few bits of string and like a cup and just random things, and he's sort of just looking at it, and he's like, soon I will get into the web. I know that Octavia can do it. I will be able to do it too. Someday. Yes, Imogen. I saw you coming a mile away because my premonition skills are advancing.
That's so lovely to hear, Mr. Jones. It's lovely to see you.
It's lovely to see you as well, of course. I mean, it's been a while since I've dreamt of you. And you have a friend. I've never dreamt of you before.
Well, you're about to. Nice to meet you. The name is Leon Cavallo, resident Toreador.
Like a hand just reaches out trying to find your hand to shake.
I will find the least chicken boned spot on that hand and give it the most gentle two-finger
Yes.
shake.
Now, you have questions? Sit down, please.
Well, Mr. Jones, if your premonitions have gotten as good as you say, you might know why we're here.
Of course. Yes. You wish
Right.
to venture into the web with me once more?
No.
No.
I'm so sorry.
Kind of like flips one of the
No.
chicken bones over. No, you wish not to venture into the web. Kind of turns with the cup over.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yes.
You have questions about
Yes.
Albrecht,
About
the Harpy. No.
very.
Turns
oh,
the cup to the
yes.
side.
No.
No longer
I'll put the cup
Harpy.
back.
No. He is still the Harpy then. All right.
I put the cup down? I don't know. I removed the cup
Harpy is
from the
dead.
situation.
There is no Harpy.
Imogen, maybe let's let him do his work, and we'll interpret
All right.
as we
Of
go.
course.
All right.
Here's the cup.
Yes. All right. Kind of like shifts it like a millimeter. Everything is in balance now. Albrecht, the Harpy, fighting the Harpy. Interesting. Murdering the Harpy. No? Oh, fighting the Harpy on an art gallery. But she wasn't the Harpy before. But now she is. Interesting. But Albrecht is... kind of like turns, like moves a string a little bit and makes like an S. Albrecht is in trouble. Imprisoned. Ooh, more than one way imprisoned. Ah, yes, he's become a hive. Interesting. Honey is great for humans, not for kindred. Don't eat honey. All right. Well, an uprising. Interesting. Well, that's good for the Harpy. No, it's bad for the Harpy. No.
But which Harpy? Albrecht or the...
I don't know. I'm not perfect at this. The Harpy is in danger. Yes, I see it. I see the danger. Octavia has trained me well.
Yes.
All right. Here's what you have to do, and if you follow my guidance perfectly, everything will be fine.
Oh God.
You must burn down the IOU,
What?
destroy the prison, take everything off the table, and then there will be nothing left to play with. But then the Harpy and the Harpy must fight, but there is a third. She is the hive as well. They must murder the hive. And then Dracula comes, and he's very angry, but he's very powerful, and he's going to eat the hive. But I don't know which one. And then the Harpy is going to win, and the Harpy is going to reign supreme. Man, there are so many people following the Harpy. Does that help?
I think that it does, actually. I think I actually followed that. But I don't want to burn down the IOU. Is that like a necessary step?
Kind of like turns the chicken bone to the side. Well, now it's not burnt.
So let me get this straight. Don't burn down the IOU. Take all the things off the table was one thing that you said. And then Albrecht, Harpy, 1, and Harpy 2, fight, but there's a third, and I think that's Tanita. I say side to the side to
Maybe it
Leon.
does have a hive if it's
With the
Evelyn's
hive.
former gang.
That might be something that she can do to make, because she's got the bee thing,
No, but the hive can
and
also be
then-
influence.
I'm gonna go
or
now.
is she literally
I'm
making...
gonna wake up now and sort of just like walks
Right.
off.
Okay. Yep. Bye. It was lovely seeing you again.
And we're
Dream
going.
of me again.
I will.
Dream a little dream of me.
And we're going to leave it on that. As the night comes to an end, everybody having done what they want to do tonight, the IOU returns to their meeting point, I'm gonna leave you with that. No cliffhanger this time. Listen, I don't have to do a cliffhanger every
shit.
time. But I'm just glad that you came.
I mean, like, we're
person.
dealing with, like, a week-long, like, lead up to a culling. I think that everything's a cliffhanger.
Heck yeah. But thank you for coming, and housekeeping?
Yeah. That is indeed what is about to happen, my friends. We've come to another end of an episode, and we thank you very much for joining us. We had a lot happen. There was a lot. That was a lot. Like, wow. All right. Yeah, you're awesome for watching us do all of this cool vampire stuff. And if you enjoyed yourselves and you want to show your support, the best way to do so is by heading on over to patreon.com/tabletop tiddies. When you become a patron, you get access to a multitude of behind the scenes snippets, polls that affect our games that you see here. This could have been a poll. What this man said to them, whatever the hell that was, could have been a poll. I don't know.
I followed that. I know exactly what he said.
There's sometimes bonus episodes up there and a bunch more things that you would get access to. So you should definitely check out our Patreon and see what is there for you. We also have a merch store. If you see like the shirt I'm wearing right now, is the shirt Casper is wearing right now, the book that is blinking in and out of existence that Emily is holding. There's lots of stuff. Well, I can't see what you have on the screen there, but I'm sure you're pointing.
I was
stuff.
gesturing at Casper's screen.
Oh, okay, cool, awesome. That was
playing with the medium.
Yes. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, all of that stuff is super cool, and you should buy it with your money because we have it there for you at tabletoptiddies.threadless.com.
You can buy it with other people's money if you want.
Also, you can just take other people's money if you're not going to get in trouble for it, because that is important. But also, there's a Pride collection, so that's cool too, because all profit from that collection goes to support Community, a non-profit organization based in Vancouver, BC, that works to improve queer, trans, and two-spirit lives. They provide a safer space for LGBTQ2SA+ people and their allies to fully self-express while feeling welcome and included. I lost my point in the script there, and I was like, where am I? Holy moly. Shop the Pride collection at, previously stated, tabletoptiddies.threadless.com. Speaking of supporting these titties, our Indiegogo shout out for this week goes to Sara Theilade. I know that last name.
Whoa.
I wonder. Jeez. Yeah, special shout out. It was her birthday yesterday.
Happy belated birthday.
Happy belated. We said thank you yesterday. Thank you so much for supporting our season 3 campaign and helping us do this thing. We can't do it without supporters like you.
Yeah.
Last but not least, make sure to follow us on social media at Tabletop Tiddies, because me on the Twitters, Katrina, Teitz on the Instas, and all the good stuff. We post lots of cool stuff. And if you tweet using the hashtag TTTiddies, you can get an NPC named after you. So that's cool. You should do it. You can find all this info on our website at www.tabletoptiddies.com. And remember, when we say titties, it is with double D's. We'll see you next week, everybody.
Stick around. I'm going to raid that bronze girl playing the quarry, which I really want to play. So I'm not going to watch, but I'm going to raid. Show love. Bye.